Alright, here we come to the elevators here at the Kimpton George Hotel in Washington, D.C. We got some generic elevators here we got here. But before we ride, look at this right here. It's a beautiful painting as you can see of George Washington, as you can see here. But anyways, we got some generic elevators here that were, which I'm willing to bet these were, back in the day, these are definitely are not fully original. These were obviously, at one point back in the day, this place originally used to have some manual controls at one point, but then they ripped them out and then installed these elevators here, which these actually used to be Northerns here, but they have been newly modernized, you can see, with innovation prestige fixtures. So I want to bet these elevators are not fully original, as you can see from the looks of, which these used to be Northerns originally, but they've been modernized. And over there, as you can see, there's the service elevator, which we're not going to bother riding there because it's a staff elevator. But I'll maybe I might maybe show you at the end. I might show you a peek of it. And we got the right one. Should be beautiful. Here's a view of the lantern. Let's go down to the basement. Here at the basement. So you can see there's where the original lantern used to be, and the original fornicare up there. So these used to be Northerns originally. Let's go up to 8. Door closed button works. I like that. Here we go. See, these used to be Northerns, which these elevators are not fully original. These obviously were newly installed at one point, which these obviously back in the day these were manually controls, but well, they used to have some manually controls and then they ripped them out and then installed these elevators when these were Northerns, and then they modernized them. Here's the other elevator. Here we are at 8. We'll switch down at B. Again, the door closed button works. I like that. Or actually, I don't know. I can see on the door track, by the way, on the floors, that looks like it's original, but I don't know exactly. Pretty nice elevators you can see here. You see your innovation prestige fixtures, your phone. I wonder, but I don't know. Whoa. That was a hard stop. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Thought I just got stuck for a second. Alright, we're gonna send this one up. Judging by the door track right there, that looks like that might be the original door track, but I don't know. And let's call it the other one. Alright, finally we got the other one. This thing's been sitting on the first floor for some reason. Yeah, this one's like heavily used for some reason. Alright, let's go up to 8 on this one. Alright, finally we got the other one. I was trying to go up to the lobby and see this thing will ever come, but finally this one came down. Alright, finally we got this elevator. Yeah, honestly, I don't know exactly. I don't know if these were manual controls at one point, but I don't know. Well, obviously, everything on this elevator is completely obviously been replaced. This is obviously not, the inside, as you can see, is not fully original. But the outside, as you can see, judging by the fact, the outside doors, you can see, are obviously fully original to this. Ring the bell. And the door really wants to close up already. We'll get a caveat on this one. Just similar to like the other one. Cabs are obviously been redone when these been modernized. I love the mat, as you can see here. It's pretty awesome. It's technically known as the George Hotel, actually, but not Kimpton George. But on Google Maps it technically says Kimpton George, but this is technically known as the George Hotel. Here we are at the basement. Takes a little bit of level. Alright, we're gonna end the video up on the 8th floor because that's where I'm staying at. And I'll show you guys what the service elevator looks like. I'll show you guys what it looks like, which we're not gonna ride it though, but I'll show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, this one was like heavily used, but finally we got this one. Here we are at 8. See, there's the original fornicator and lantern. Used to be when these were Northerns. Bell. And there it goes. And now I'll show you guys what the service elevator looks like, which we're not going to ride it though because obviously that sign says. And also look at this elevator. Look at this elevator, as you can see. See, this obviously used to be a manually controlled at one point, as you can see. This obviously, the outside door, as you can see, is obviously completely original. And looks like we got a, this is, I think, a GEL Coleman right here. We're just going to get a look at it, but we're not going to ride it, though. I just want to show you guys what the service elevator looks like. We're not going to ride it, though, because I don't want to get busted here. Or get confronted. And this elevator is also modded, too. It's got GEL fixtures, you can see. Focus camera. Focus camera. There we go. So you can definitely tell this obviously was an original. I'm willing to bet this was manually controlled at one point. Alright. So here's a view of the service elevator, as you can see here. Okay, it doesn't look like there's no cameras in here, so. He's got GEO Jet Plus fixtures, you can see here. See? Yeah, I'm willing to bet this elevator, as you can definitely tell. Don't shut on me, please. Actually, what kind of elevator is this? Is there a brand on this elevator? I don't think there's not. Alright, well anyways, there's your peek of the service elevator. And there it goes, and that's it.